Hi again, I'm John Nielsen with Wing Chun Hall, and I wanted to talk to you about the book that Ben Judkins and I have published through Sunny Press. It's available at Sunny Press, and I'll put a link in the description below. It's also available on Amazon. It was available for pre-order. It's now taken off of that. That'll probably put it back on, but they can notify you when the book is available. Let me give you a little bit closer look at that. Hope that's focused. And then bring it back here. So yeah, the creation of Wing Chun by A Social History of the Southern Chinese Martial Arts by Benjamin Judkins and John Nielsen, yours truly. So this book is different from any book that's been published on the subject up to this point. It is the most scholarly work available on the creation and the history of Wing Chun. But it isn't just about Wing Chun. So if you are a Wing Chun practitioner, then you need to get this book because it'll change your perspective on what Wing Chun is and where Wing Chun came from. But if you're not a Wing Chun practitioner, let's say you're a practitioner of some other Southern Chinese martial art, well, we cover several of those martial arts and their creation in this book as well. And not only their creation, but also how they work into the politics and the economics of the period and the place. So that's another thing that we did in this book. Like I said, it's more scholarly than anything that's been put out so far. Instead of going like so many other people have done when they try to discover the origins of Wing Chun, going to different people who have different stories and asking them to tell their story, we went and looked at the documents that still exist from the period. Now, there aren't any documents that record the history of Wing Chun, particularly, at least none that we could find, and none that anybody else has presented so far. But there are documents that talk about what else was going on in the area during the period. And from those, you can get a lot of information about the development of the martial arts. And we got a lot of information about Wing Chun. We talked about the various different theories about where Wing Chun might have come from. But we have some really good evidence to suggest where it actually did. So I'm not going to give that away. I think you should buy the book. Now, it is written as a textbook, so it's written like on a college level, and it costs what a college book would cost. It's $90 for the book, but it's well worth it. And it's also designed so that if you're a professor of a college course and you want to talk about Chinese anthropology or Chinese economics, socioeconomics, political, politics of the period too, this book will help you with all of those things. Um, so go out, buy the book, and learn a lot more about Wing Chun and like all the different Southern martial arts, especially how the Southern martial arts and their development was different from the Northern martial arts. So the things that people think of as like what happened in the Shaolin Temple, etc., all of that has nothing to do with what was going on. Well, I shouldn't say it has nothing to do with it, but there was a lot of independent development going on in the South. All right, see you next time.